How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Doing great. Well, thank you for allowing us this time to interview you and just take time to see things through your eyes. So first off, how is it like just being in the business overall in general? Like,
I mean, just being in the business is a great experience, first of all, because I work in the biggest city, New York City, and I get to do everything from crime to do entertainment stories to write about Lil Wayne, to write about Drake. So, you get to do a good mix of things in New York City, and that's what I really enjoy the most about it is the fact that I can do a varied amount of stories. So.
what is like the craziest thing you've seen or had to cover or heard while working?
I mean, one of the craziest things that's happened to me was that one time I was doing a story about a young man who was arrested for holding people up in Central Park in New York. And I went to his family's house to get a comment from his father or his mother. And when I knocked on the door, no one answered. And then 5 minutes later, a guy came running after me with a baseball bat trying to like hit me with it, saying, I was trespassing. And I mean, people in New York City, they're tough, so that was just one example of something that was pretty crazy that, almost happened to me. Someone tried to hit me with a bat, what I'm supposed to do? Yeah. But I'm just trying to get the story. But I mean, I've covered a lot of crazy things from murders, police-involved shootings in Harlem. There was a big shootout where over 50 shots were fired in a big shooting. One guy was shot over 20-something times, and he survived somehow. And I've covered stories of a young 14-year-old girl who was shot in the head on her way home from school, and she miraculously survived that as well. So I've got a good mix of things working at the New York Daily News.
Okay. How do you deal with rejection on a job? Because I know as journalists, everyone wants to tell you no and slam the door in your face and things like that. How do you deal with that and just keep going?
I mean, when you go to an assignment and someone says, like, I don't want to talk to you, I mean, you have to try again. You can't give up. You can't say that, oh, well, the family doesn't want to talk to you, because guess what? Your editor doesn't want to hear that. When I call into my editors and they say, Mike, what happened? I say, oh, the family didn't want to talk. They're like, well, stick with it. Try it again. And usually if you stick with it, you can get some good results from sticking with it.
So what is... I'm sorry.
So what are some ways you do to give back to the community, give back to Delaware State? Because I think it's important, you being a successful journalist, giving back to those who need help and need guidance.
Well, what I do is I usually go back to my alma mater, Delaware State University, or just any school. I mean, I just came from Columbia Graduate School of Journalism. I talk to students there about journalism. I'm here today at North Carolina A&T. It's been a great experience. And what I want to do is for students here at North Carolina A&T and also at other schools, I want to give them the opportunity to attend the National Association of Black Journalists Convention. And what I'm doing is I'm raising money right now to hopefully be able to send students to next year's NABJ convention in Philadelphia, because I think it's important that we give the students the opportunities to see, all the valuable networking that can take place at something like an NABJ convention. I know you've been to a convention before, and you've seen what it can do. So I want to give students that same opportunity. So when you talk about giving back, I announced that this summer at the NABJ conference that I really wanted to help other people, and I think that's important that everyone does. And also mentoring too. Yeah. I think that everyone as a professional journalist should really mentor young journalists, because that's a key way to give back as well.
And you're a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, so what are some things you do within the organization, and how has it impacted you?
Well, when I was on campus at Delaware State University, what I did was I was the president of the chapter, and we did a lot of events. We won Student Organization of the Year, and it just was a great experience because it taught you about leadership, and it was just an overall, experience that helped you grow as a person. And today I'm still involved, and I help out, and we have a lot of good, initiatives that we do as an organization. And I think it's important that everyone, no matter what organization you're a part of, that you give back to the community, because that's really important.
Well, knowing that you don't have a lot of free time, what do you do when you do have that downtime and the free time?
Well, I mean, I'm a fun person. I like to party. I like to go out. I can get my Dougie. Hey. Chris Brown, he taught me. That's my little brother.
Chris Brown?
Chris Brown's my little brother. Yeah.
Oh.
And Drake's my cousin.
Oh.
And El DeBarge is my daddy. Yeah, we do, right?
My mama loves El DeBarge.
Does she? Yeah, I'll hook you up with him. I'll tell him, I got you. El DeBarge all day. That's my man. He got a new album coming out in stores. Make sure y'all check that out. El DeBarge album. He gonna get on the Dougie remix. I'm trying to work that out for him.
Oh no.
got Twitter. It's at mfeeney and at nydnmfeeney. Y'all can check me out on Twitter, and y'all can also follow me on my blog, which is mfeens.com. Make sure y'all get that mfeens, you know, mfeens.com. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank y'all. Y'all the most beautiful co-host ever.
No,
My daddy told me that line.